Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is Huck and Big Nate.
Oh, right in the forehead. I wasn't even ready for it yet.
Gonna put somebody's eye out.
That's unfair. I feel like you did this strategically and left me completely disarmed.
Well, the art of war.
I feel like
Always
you're the
take
type of
the high
person
ground.
who doesn't play games unless you know you're going to win.
Mm-mm.
Welcome into
That's
a
not absolutely true.
Valentine's Day edition of Brewsday Tuesday,
Aw.
brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store. Today, okay, so let's first preface this. Obviously, it's not actually Valentine's Day, but it's this week, so
It's lucky 7, so
we're gonna
or
roll
9 or whatever.
accordingly.
Yep.
And, all right, Huck.
All right, so you decided that you would represent Valentine's Day with sour beers because love sometimes
Well,
is.
There's a lot of candy associated with Valentine's Day, and
That's true.
frankly, I felt like we should roll with that.
So you gave me, and by the way, this is a first. I'm sure there'll be many more, but Nate brought the beer.
That is correct. Brought
That's
some
like
beer
it's
in.
probably a year in before Drez brought the beer.
So I associate Valentine's Day with candy, and what are the candy of beers? So everything is berry flavored in one way or another. And
I'm not finding any information about this. I'm gonna have to look it up.
So we both went with Dogfish Head for this first segment. You've got the Fruitful Fort. All I know is I saw there were berries in it and never had a bad beer
There's
from
elderberries in it.
Dogfish
Somebody's
Head.
telling me why they said that your mother smells of elderberries or your father, but I can't remember why. I should probably try to look that up.
I really should have read mine more. I've got the Dogfish Head Super 8 Super Goza. You've had quinoa, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good? Well, I guess it makes sense as a beer ingredient.
Well, yeah.
This is our sessionable
Dogfish Head's
Goza.
kind of known for let's just find some weird crap and throw it in there. You know what I'm
Brewed
saying?
with a bevy of heroic fruits and quinoa. Pours a deep, vibrant red with an ample addition of Hawaiian sea salt. Of course, that being what makes it a Goza and not a sour.
Oh, the salt.
Little tidbit there for you.
Fruitful Fort. Oh, it's like raspberry, blackberry, boysenberry, and elderberry. So let's just see. I was just trying to find out. So got a few. It's a Belgian style, so I should really like this. Does not still say how much alcohol it's got in it. So I'm gonna have to go to trusty Untapped.
Untapped will tell you.
So have you ever been to Dogfish Head?
I have not. You know what? I grew up not too far away.
Well, that's a must do.
And I never
that is there's basically their new digs. It's got giant metal playhouse. Sam's generally running around there. I mean, probably not so much since he's running Boston Beer now, but the people are super nice. The shop's really nice. The grounds, the campus is really nice. Oh, hey, a Huck Christmas beer. This is
really
18%. Yeah, 18%.
I guess I did well with my Valentine's Day gift to you.
Well, I doubly picked the right one. I was getting a little of that heat, but I was thinking it was the fruit, but apparently not. It's the booze.
Well, it's got fort in the name, so
this thing
maybe it's fortified.
This thing doesn't get a really high score. It does from my friends, but from everyone, it's a 375. But it's not that many check-ins.
Not bad.
It's only like 20,000 check-ins, and it's an unusual beer.
Put that above average. Yeah.
Anytime you have an unusual beer, people don't grade it well.
This is true. Let's talk about Valentine's Day, Huck.
All right.
So this coming Sunday, have you done your Valentine's Day shopping yet?
There's none.
There's none?
No, I'll go buy a couple of fillets and a lobster tail or two and cook them up, and that's Valentine's Day for us. Some good beer, maybe some wine.
So last year we ordered out, got a little Australian steak house food
Mm,
because they were delivering at the time.
nice.
And that was it for us because we had one under one at the time. Now we've got two under two. So maybe not the Australian steakhouse, maybe the Irish burger joint.
Pretty soon it's going to be,
That has a drive-through.
chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese.
I mean,
It is.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't go wrong with chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, but Valentine's Day has changed, and I'm sure it's changed for a lot of people this year. So let me tell you, if you're looking for a Valentine's Day gift for Huck or I,
Oh, mercy.
you can't go wrong with a 6-pack
Of?
beer.
Oh, I thought you had one in mind.
No,
Oh, they're all good.
beer's the worst beer I ever had is the last one, and the best beer I'm ever gonna have is the next one.
Oh, I can specifically tell you the worst beer I ever had was the one from the Dallas show, the J.R. Ewing beer. It was from 1980. I'm just surprised it didn't kill us.
When did you? I was gonna say, when did you drink that? It was
It's
what,
on the show,
2018,
like, yeah, it was-
17.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago.
I remember, and we've still got the cans.
Yeah, I've got
of the
some too,
remainder
and they're actually some of those
hanging out
have
in here.
beer in them.
No, they definitely have beer,
I've
but
got
it's amazing how much evaporates out because
Right.
that seal's not perfect.
I got like 7, but one of them's empty. The others aren't. But anyway, yeah, we'll probably not do that again.
So-
Maybe we get somebody in as a guest to drink them.
Yes,
Somebody that's into old time TV and stuff.
I
Who
mean,
do we want to trick on that?
that's
We'll
that's
probably
one
find a
of those,
volunteer.
we'll find out where Drez is at and mail them to him.
Oh yeah, there you
We
go.
repackage them.
He said he was just at some place called Mountain Something Park.
Hmm.
I had contact with him.
It's weird. I talked to him not last week, but the week before, and weirdly enough, we were doing Alabama beers.
They
Drez
were
was
in
on his way to
Alabama.
Alabama.
There you go.
Like, yeah, that's fitting. I hope he listened to us
So-
while he was in Alabama.
So I've told the story before, but want to know what my best Valentine's Day was?
No, what?
So one time we went to Vegas in February for it was actually a libertarian convention and our meeting, and we went there. And so on the 13th, because I couldn't figure it out for the 14th, I told Liz, I said I needed her to dress up and meet me, and we had to go down to the lobby at 7 a.m., which is unusual for me. She's like, okay. So we put on our nice clothes and went down there, and a limo pulled up and picked us up and drove us to the airport. And we got on a helicopter and we flew into the Grand Canyon and had brunch on the
Ooh.
banks of the mighty Colorado. And then we flew back and went on about our business. Instead, she went back to work, and everybody's like, how's your Valentine's Day? She said, oh, it's okay. She told them. So she won Valentine's Day that year.
That's pretty phenomenal.
It was amazing. Of course, then like 2 years later, the same company crashed one. We're
Ooh.
like, oh man.
Really dodged a bullet there.
Mm.
I can't.
The ones from that show, I can't remember the red ones. There used to be a show in Vegas, CSI or something.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking
And they
about.
always had those helicopters taking off. It's those guys.
I
thought they were very professional.
honestly, I can't remember a particularly great Valentine's Day. To me, like, I don't know. My wife's the same way. So we started dating on February 29th. And that's kind of always been the time we celebrate. And the entire time we've been
You've only
together,
been dating
Valentine's
like 4
Day
years.
has just been exactly. That's
2
what I tell
years.
her. It's like, I mean, we go extra big when it's actually leap day.
Last year.
So we celebrate every 4
4
years,
years, yeah.
really celebrate. And then the rest is just kind of gifts. And I mean, I can get away with it. I do most of our cooking, and I'm not Gordon Ramsay, but I'm fairly competent in the kitchen. So I
You
can
don't
usually
yell
get
at
away
the
with
food or
cooking.
anything? Gordon Ramsay, he's like,
Okay. So I don't know if you're this way. When I'm doing something that I'm really into, I always have like a voice in my head. That inner monologue just takes on a voice. So like if something's broken and I'm trying to fix it, for instance, the inner monologue is actually our chief engineer here, Josh Arrett. He's probably really annoyed that I
call him out.
call him out. But
He's got a
So,
good voice.
when I cook, though, there is a lot of like Gordon Ramsay in my brain.
Yeah.
So I got to find like cleaning. For instance, my wife, hers is probably a Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
So she's getting spoken to in Mandarin the whole time she's cleaning. I don't know what we're doing.
Now that's the thing. I like to cook. And I'm actually, I was in the restaurant business for 20 some years, and I did everything from waiter, tableside prep to, management. But when I cook, I grab what I need, I measure it, I mix it, I wash the dish, I go on. Liz, on the other hand, grabs the thing, stirs it up, pours it in, sets it down, opens up the milk, pours it in, sets it down. So by the end of her cooking session, you can't even walk in the kitchen.
Oh,
So
I thought I was the only one.
I thought I have to follow her around putting the stuff away. And I'm really selective. Like if it's something she really likes and I'm not going to eat it later, I won't put it away. So you didn't put the lima beans away. I hate lima beans. I wanted them to die.
I thought I was the only one who dealt with it. That's exactly my life story.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I took over the cooking. Like my wife does all the baking, and randomly she'll get like an urge to bake. And we're kind of on opposite schedules right now. So I'll get home and she will have decided to bake cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious cookies. But is it really worth flour? How did you get it there? It's all the way over by the sink. The mixer's on the other side. What are you doing? Like, are you just throwing it around? I don't understand.
That's what they do. They do that.
I thought I was the only one. I'm so glad that I have a kindred spirit.
I'll leave. And our thing is kind of, she gets up earlier than I do. So I'll do the dishes and make the coffee every night before I go to bed, unless I'm drunk. So every third night I make the coffee, do the dishes. And then in the morning she gets up and puts them away. But if I'm gone for like a week, I go to Vegas or whatever, I come back, I'm like, what's going on? She goes, you weren't here to do dishes. They don't do themselves.
We got to call like Service Master or something.
At that point, you kind of need them.
Like, good Lord.
We'll make it just like it was. And they're like, I don't think this was ever nice.
So that's what we want for Valentine's Day.
That's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, clean up your others to learn to clean as they go.
Yeah, no, they won't.
Like, that's my key, is the clean as you go. But like it was, you said probably from being in the restaurant industry, I took 4 years of professional cooking lessons. And that was the big thing. And it's just stuck with my whole life.
It strikes me as being the best at it. It's just because you can watch them the whole time, is the Waffle House.
Oh my God.
Because they're making a mess. They're making waffles and throwing hash browns around, and they clean every time they clear the grill, they scrape it down.
Being a short order cook like that is no joke.
No,
that's got to be real stressful. All right. I think it's about that time. We've been everywhere in the kitchen but the beer fridge. Let's start with yours. Your Fruitful Fort from Dogfish Head.
I haven't judged a lot of sour or sweet beers, but this is really good. I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5?
Yeah, my friends give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 5. I really like this. If I was gonna drink a beer like this, again, you got me at 18%, right? I was coming in the door. 18%. Yeah, that's me. I've already got a buzz, and we're like, one segment in.
I set you up well. So I've got, and he's Huck's Beer Buzz on Untapped. I'm Horror Show Radio. And I've also got a Dogfish Head. It's the Super 8 Super Goza. So if I'm not drinking an IPA, it's a Goza, a sour, something with fruit in it. It's like candy, and I have a real problem. Like, I can't keep gummy bears in the house. I mean, I'm close. I'm really tempted, but I'm not going to. Probably because this isn't as cold as I would like it. So it's probably my fault, but I got to give this a 4.75. It's amazing. It's a really good flavor profile. It's not too sweet. And that's that Goza with the Hawaiian sea salt, throwing that in there kind of balances everything out. But it's incredibly drinkable. So Dogfish Head, Super 8 Super Goza, 4.75. The Fruitful Fort getting a 5 from Huck.
A big 5.
And you know what?
Staying alive.
We're going to keep the Valentine's Day theme going.
Oh, mercy.
A little Nazareth with Love Hurts.
Love Hurts.
And Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store, will be back on 105.3 The Bear.
Stay tuned.